Oh dear!
Airport Wi-Fi data theft, how tourists get hacked instantly. Have you ever been so skeptical about the reliability of an airport's Wi-Fi connection that you questioned whether it would even work? Or have you ever wondered why it is that so many travelers, intelligent, knowledgeable, and tech-savvy individuals, are nonetheless able to become victims of cyber attacks in the matter of minutes after they have powered on their laptops at a terminal? Although it is difficult to believe that a simple action, such as tapping on a Wi-Fi name, might lead to chaos, thousands of tourists find out this fact for themselves through personal experience year after year. And regrettably, airports are also the locations where a great number of cybercrimes begin to take place under the radar.
In the airport, you always want to make sure that you're connecting to legitimate Wi-Fi. Make sure you know what the network, the wireless network is in the airport, and don't just connect to any open Wi-Fi. It's easy to pop up a fake wireless network and then catch all the traffic that goes through there. So people are able to log your keystrokes, they're able to see where you're going, maybe intercept the traffic between you and your bank.
Airports are places where journeys begin, after all. Every trip starts with a series of minor decisions: where to sit, what to eat, how much time you have before you need to board, whether or not you should remove your laptop at security, and, yes, whether or not you should tap into that enticing free airport Wi-Fi network that appears the moment you take your seat. It gives the impression of being harmless, even soothing, like a digital lifeline in the midst of a crowded terminal. However, this is precisely the point at which the saga of quick data theft begins for a number of unwary tourists. Airports are hectic, fast-paced environments in which travelers are easily distracted, fatigued, anxious, and attempting to manage a variety of items, including their boarding cards, suitcases, passports, and time constraints. The fact that cybercriminals are aware of this actually depends on it, to be more specific.
Well, we've been warned repeatedly that using free public Wi-Fi can put our personal information at risk. But facing a choice of using up our data or connecting with free Wi-Fi, most of us take the gamble.
The risk for the public networks is because they're out there, they're open, unencrypted. An attacker can join it just as easily as you can.
Wicked free Wi-Fi is available here on the Boston Common, and Steve created his own imposter version with a laptop and small device anyone can buy online.
These circumstances of distraction provide the ideal chance for perpetrators who intentionally take advantage of times when visitors are paying the least amount of attention to their safety in the digital world. You can accidentally become a target the instant you decide to open up your device to check an email, upload documents, surf social media, or scan a QR code on a restaurant menu. However, how is it that the assault occurs in such a short amount of time? Without arousing any suspicion at all, hackers are able to take information away from vacationers in just a few seconds. How is this possible? The establishment of fictitious Wi-Fi networks, which are also referred to as evil twin hotspots, is one of the most prevalent and successful strategies. These networks are intended to be indistinguishable from the legitimate airport network. Even people who are trained in the field of information technology sometimes cannot tell the difference between the real and the fake when the impersonation is executed with such a high level of precision. The name of the network could potentially differ by a single letter, an underscore, or a change in capitalization.
Anyone closer to his signal than the one the city is blasting out will only see the fake wicked free Wi-Fi option. And if your device connected to the real system in the past, it could even automatically join this rogue Wi-Fi network.
So you just called it the same thing?
Yeah.
Or is there any slight difference?
Nope.
While the name is exactly the same, the login page is different.
And that's my login page that I gave you.
For Steve's fake Wi-Fi, he created these two phishing links to Facebook and Gmail.
I could sign in here, and now you know my Facebook password.
That's right. Password was Hager.
Yeah, C. Hager, that's my name.
Steve is seeing every letter as I type it.
Could you be a fake business and take someone's credit card information?
Yep.
And even if you don't fall for the links, once you're connected to the imposter Wi-Fi, he knows your every online move.
However, when a person is in a hurry to charge their phone, locate their gate, or track a flight delay, who takes the time to carefully examine the name of the Wi-Fi connection letter by letter? In the brief instant when tourists make contact with one another without any reluctance, they are unintentionally giving themselves a direct digital window into their devices. Attackers can use this window to observe behavior when browsing the internet, monitor data that has not been encrypted, intercept login passwords, and, in the case of more complex setups, push malicious updates that are disguised as ordinary system or browser alerts. You may be wondering, is it really possible for my location to be so easily exposed to others just by browsing the web? The response is disconcerting. Yes, in a large number of instances. Even the basic process of inputting a password into an airline app, checking into a hotel website, or refreshing an email inbox might reveal facts that hackers can exploit. In today's world, it is not necessary for victims to download suspicious files or click on obvious pop-ups in order for cyber attacks to occur. A number of them take advantage of undetectable interception, such as man-in-the-middle attacks, which involve the hacker covertly placing themselves between the user's device and the legitimate internet connection.
So we first talked to the Chief Information Officer from DC cybersecurity firm Trojan Horse Security, who said this post is talking about something called juice jacking. Sounds sinister, and it is. It's when a hacker installs spyware on a free public charging terminal, and then someone plugs their phone into that station, and then their data is downloaded, malware is uploaded, or both.
You're going to Google.
Anything I'm reading, you can see what I'm interested in.
Yep.
This vulnerability can be exposed through any free and open Wi-Fi at coffee shops, stores, airports, hotels, anywhere.
There's always a risk when you join any type of public Wi-Fi.
If you do join, cyber defense expert Peter Tran recommends turning off any file sharing apps. And for iPhone users, this means AirDrop.
From the perspective of the victim, everything appears to be in order. Websites are loading, applications are being updated, videos are being streamed. However, the data is being routed directly through the hands of the attacker before anything else happens. In more extreme scenarios, attackers utilize session hijacking, stealing active login sessions without ever having a password. Imagine sitting at gate 42, checking your email with no hassles, while a hacker nearby stealthily takes over your session, opening your bank account dashboard or accessing your social media profiles. You wouldn't see a single alert. There will be no pop-up, there are not any error messages that have appeared. While you are simply living your everyday digital life on your screen, an intruder is sneaking into your accounts like a ghost, unseen by you. The majority of visitors realize that their digital identity has been compromised only after they have returned to their homes, long after they have found the breach. It could be weeks before those who depend largely on cloud backups become aware that sensitive information, personal correspondence, or private files have been accessed. So take a moment to consider. The next time you find yourself stranded during an extended layover and free Wi-Fi appears to be innocuous, what will happen? Can you imagine how many people traveling in your vicinity are having an attack at that same moment and are not even aware of it? What sensitive information is becoming accessible to the public with every passing minute within the terminal? What is the identity of the person who is lurking behind these hidden network names lying in wait for the next weary visitor to touch connect? And finally, the most pressing question of all, what are the easy actions that may be taken to avoid the destruction of a whole vacation or perhaps an entire identity as a result of one accidental tap? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.